Oh boy, hello friends. We're back. I was disappointed to see that we can't talk at the party because that little wiener thief boy hasn't joined the party yet. But how's everybody doing? Time to get out in the wide world. Come on, we can't hit the road without saying thanks. That's true. Let's thank these lovely nuns.
Ah, there you are, my children. I trust that your friend here is fully recovered.
It's literally been 2 weeks since I streamed. Forgive me if I forgot some stuff. I don't know how long Pooh Butt has been unconscious. It'd be really funny if I'd been recovering for 2 weeks with this nun.
I'm just happy to
Line
see
up
both
very
again.
well with
But if you're
with
leaving,
real life me.
You must be careful on the road. It seems some dangerous criminals have escaped from the capital and are at large somewhere in the area.
I like how long she talks to us just with her eyes closed. That's like a really normal thing. It's just a thing that people do a lot, to my understanding.
Criminals, you say? Dear me, that doesn't sound good. And you heard this when you were in Heliodor.
I did indeed, my child.
Hello, Solar.
Guards
Welcome to the stream, my guy.
everywhere. They are searching high and low for the villains. And I heard that the mighty knight Sir Hendrik himself has headed to the mountains in the...
Oh, I forgot. If I touch anything on the controller, this game has a bad time. It just skips cutscenes and dialogue.
I did not mean to alarm
That's really
you.
bad for someone like me who likes to hold the controller and fiddle with the thumbsticks while I'm watching a cutscene.
Justice will be done. And until then, you are free to remain with us for as long as you please.
I'd love if this was a secret ending where I just
we
don't
appreciate that.
leave and I become a nun. That should be a thing that I can do. Also, hello, Ironic. Welcome to the stream.
We're going to get a little fresh air. We have a few things to discuss, right?
That's right. We have to discuss how I'm the big hero boy, and I need to know exactly what that means. I love the way my character walks. He walks kind of like a toddler who like just figured out how to do it properly. They're like really proud.
Never heard of the place. I never even knew anyone actually lived in those mountains down south. Is that really where you're from?
He like has an accent, but
I'm
only
guessing you want to go see
little
what's
bit.
happening down there. But you need
sometimes
to be
it's just not
smart.
there.
You won't get past Hendrik unnoticed.
Why?
If you're going to make it there without getting caught, you'll need to avoid the main road.
There's really only
And
like
if you
one
want to
road
do
into
that,
cobblestone,
You need my help. I know every back road there is to know in these parts.
and yet you don't know what
But
cobblestone
I've got things to take
is.
care of in Heliodor first.
Curious
I
liberal.
left a little something in one of my old haunts downtown, and I need to get it back.
Okay.
So, are you coming along for the ride? I did help you break out of that dungeon, remember?
So, if memory serves right, again, it's been a little bit since I played. Heliodor is the main capital city, right? That's where we just escaped, and now where we're, like, going back? Or is this a different city he's talking about? Because all I'm getting at is that if he thinks it's going to be easier for me, a branded criminal, to sneak into the main capital city as opposed to just beating Hendrik down to the mountains, where I know the roads like the back of my hand, you know what I mean? Heliodor is the... I remembered correctly then. Howdy, Dingo. Howdy, Crash. Yeah,
That's the spirit.
you have to remember.
But we
Okay,
can't have
alright,
you
in their
bringing us
defense,
any
there is
unwanted
magic, right? There's
attention.
probably, like, communication magic.
Ah, I've got just
But,
the
like, wouldn't the capital know? They'd be on, like, high alert. They would be the
Here,
first
Put
place
this
to
on,
be on
keep your
guard
face
for me.
hidden. Otherwise, you're gonna get nabbed as soon as you set foot in Heliodor.
Okay, so we're gonna wear a disguise. Good. Why can't I just wear a disguise to go to Cobblestone? Why can't I just go there? There's like 5 capital cities, I swear. Okay. A lot of
That's
kingdoms,
more
though.
like it. If you're gonna be a wanted man, you might as well look the part. Right.
Yeah, they're
Let's
never
head
gonna
north and
notice
hit
me.
town.
You know, now that my head is slightly covered, they're never gonna know. First of all, my head looks like a cloak
Glad
anyway.
you're coming along. The seer told me to stick
His
with
haircut's
Ruiner
just a
when
big
I
cloak.
found him, and that's just what I'm going to do.
You couldn't have given me something that, like... Why don't we swap clothes, maybe? He's not in my party, but we joined forces. It's quite a few kingdoms. I almost typed Kingdom Hearts out out of instinct. I'm just gonna complain about every minute detail. They're never gonna notice me in my fucking iconic purple trench coat. Because everyone wears those here, right? It's not like it's Star Wars where everybody wears robes. A pep power is an incredible ability that can be performed by 2 or more party members, when at least one of them is pepped up. Some pep powers can only be unleashed when everyone everyone is involved in this state. Select pep powers from the menu when it appears to see what exciting abilities you can unleash. Depending on the tactics each character has set, they'll either perform powers automatically or wait for your orders. Take a look at the Traveler's Tips to learn more. How's this game's automatic AI choices? Are they good? I mean, there are some games where it does it. Hello, you're distracting looking. So that blue-haired chap with you's called Erik, is he? Oh my god. The chin on this woman. Everybody's got such a chin in this game. Well, he looks like he knows how to handle himself. You could have picked a worse traveling companion, that's for certain. Now, tell me something. Have you heard of pep? Okay, she's gonna teach me how to use them. I can see I pepped your interest. Well, she said peaked, but I'm gonna say pep. Warrior wants you to defeat a monster with Erik using a pep power known as the real decoy. Alright, cool. This is just a tutorial quest. I don't need to pay attention to this. That's easy. Easy peasy. Erik and Erik join forces will never not be funny. that is legit pretty funny. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I finished watching Kingdom Hearts 2 and I'm halfway through Red Dead Redemption 2. I also finished Season 10 of Bob's Burgers. Everybody's getting shit done. I was over here doing pretty much nothing of importance. I got married. That's like the thing that I did. It was alright. It was pretty good. Very small ceremony. Erik attacks. I forgot. Walking around doesn't really do anything. Ow. Let's see. Oh no, I gotta be pepped up. That's right. We'll just go for A. We'll just whittle A down until he dies. God, that's a lot of damage. I wish I could just avoid getting hit. That'd be cool. Oh, his defense is up. No sense in attacking that guy if he's just... Don't call for backup! No! I don't want to fight an enemy that calls for backup. Oh, fuck this. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get my ass absolutely destroyed here. Okay, Let's try this fireball magic. 13? I'll take 13. Hell yeah, Erik. Fuck that guy up. Do not... I hate enemies that summon more enemies. This is really gonna get my goat. Just die, please. I guess, I mean, if we just do that combo, we can just one-shot everybody. I don't know any abilities. Tactics. Flee. Follow orders, fight wisely. I mean, I guess that's fine. Oh, cool. I can just, like, reset position. That's useful. Let's see. I like poop. I would never trust AI to take control of party members. I never use the auto battle, so I wouldn't know how good it is. I'm not... Is it just me, or does Toriyama's art fit Dragon Quest the best compared to Dragon Ball and Chrono Trigger? I think it looked pretty alright in Chrono Trigger. I mean, it's fine in this game, for sure. Do I get loot for all those people that spawned? I hope so. Please tell me it's a full restore when I level up. Last thing I want is to just be items, equipment. Heal all quickly and... What? Fortunately, that's not possible. Oh my god, there's so much shit in this game. Okay, cool. I leveled up, so I am back. Back to full. Yeah, I guess we'll just run. I'm sure you guys are going to tell me when I fucking mess everything up. That's fine. You can set Erik to follow orders if you want to control him yourself. Ooh, it's Sam. Hello. I also started Red Dead 2, and most of what I've done is hunt and accidentally murdered people I was supposed to rescue. I think that Chrono Trigger looks really good. I think Dragon Quest, for me, looks a little too generic. I mean, I've never played a Dragon Quest game, right? But it's not like I don't know about them. Everybody knows about them. What is this? What is this little ghost guy? Why can't I talk to the cute little ghost guy? If I get too close, he despawns. I think all the NPCs do that though. We'll just pretend he's not there. But obviously, I've seen Dragon Quest. It's a thing that's been around forever. It's like prolific in gaming. It's a cultural touchstone of gaming in a way. At least in terms of the JRPG space. And to me, it's a little generic. Maybe because it's like the big one. It's the big thing, you know? It's like seeing an anime character wearing an orange gi, and you're like, oh, okay. You're just trying to be Goku. You're a little generic there. Is it generic if it's basically the father of JRPGs? That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, it's a little interesting of a concept to think about.
Welcome to downtown Heliodor, home to rogues, ruffians, and all my other favorite kinds of people.
I can't tell if I like Erik's voice or not.
Dirk, my partner in crime.
I'm sorry.
Managed to acquire one of the royal family's most precious possessions.
The red orb.
They got wise and pulled me in eventually, but not before we'd stashed it somewhere safe so we could pick it up later.
Okay, so that's why he was in prison. I do appreciate getting his backstory.
Right down there is the biggest, stinkingest garbage pile in all of Heliodor. Me and Dirk buried the orbs.
You buried it in the garbage? Why would you do that?
No one would ever think.
Is there no trash pickup in Heliodor? What kind of capital city is this? Even New York City has trash pickup, and that place sucks.
To go liberate that loot to the garbage pile.
I hope I get to fight some sort of garbage creature. Also, I love that I take my hood off for cutscenes. You know. Look at this guy. He's fucking excited for me to be here. I ain't paying money to sleep here. Well, maybe I will. Is it like 5 gold? The fart actually played through my headphones correctly this time. Usually that doesn't happen. Goku's the only character that can make an orange gi work since he's one of the first to popularize it. I mean, Naruto did a pretty alright job with the orange. I think Naruto's first... Okay, 10 gold is not much. I can get that super easily. Granted, Naruto's first design I think looks like complete shit, but like, Shippuden's orange. Welcome to downtown Heliodor, the grimy little secret the posh folks of the wall don't want you to know about. You ain't from around here, eh? Well, if you ain't got a reason to stick around, I wouldn't bother. What's that? Oh, okay. What's that? You're looking for the dump? Well, you're in the right part of town for rubbish. There's a great big pile of it right in the middle. I thought you were supposed to be helping me, bud. You're just telling me the direction I was already going. You stinky little guy. Like the pufferfish sound. Naruto wears an orange jumpsuit. Yeah. It's different. It's different and cooler? You're telling me that the orange jumpsuit is cooler than the orange gi? The fuck is wrong with you, Dingo? Bad taste. Bad opinions. Boo, Dingo. Boo, boo you.
Keep a lookout. Okay?
Terrible.
I'm going to grab the loot.
Every day, Dingo tries to do something to me, to make me regret bringing him onto the Dead by Daylight streams. And yet I keep him around. I keep him around because he's very cute, very handsome. But boy, does he test my fucking patience with these garbage takes. At least we're in the garbage quest. It's fitting. You're telling me that other people in this rogue area of town wouldn't have noticed people? God, I wish Dirk would do the dirty on me.
Damn it! I should have known. A thieving little. Wait till I get my hands on it.
We're in Thieves Town. Anyone could have taken it.
And you're gonna help me.
I mean, sure, Erik. I'll help you out.
Okay. The inn we used to crash at is just over there. Come on. It's the only one with an upstairs. You can't miss it.
Man, this game really stole from Attack on Titan with that whole pointing thing. I'm such a slut for, like, run-down rogue areas in video games, you know? Like, if you have, like, a big fancy walled city, and you put all these, like, ramshackle houses just, like, built into the sides of the walls, that'll get my rocks off right there. I love that shit. I'm with Dingo. The orange gi is cooler than a ninja jumpsuit. Orange gi is just a gi. I've worn one. He's not special. Goku looks like a Street Fighter that got cut. See, I love that you guys will defend Dragon Quest art style when I call it generic because it's the granddaddy of JRPGs. But then you gotta shit on the granddaddy of shonen design. Come on now. I know that fucking Dragon Ball isn't the granddaddy of shonen design, right? That's probably, there's stuff older than that. But it's like the one that, it's the big one. It's the one everybody fucking knows. The audacity to tell me it's generic. How dare you? You're gonna tell me Naruto has a better design. Here, let me give you a hot take. Let me tell you.
Ruby, you there?
All of Sasuke's designs are dog shit except for his first one. They're all bad, and they get worse over time. That's my hot take, because people seem to really like Sasuke. But boy howdy does he look like ass outside of his first design.
It's her.
Come on, Ruby.
Which means we'll have to go find her.
This is like a lot. We're doing a lot of looking for things.
There's a tower they use to look out for fires.
Okay.
You're going to climb up there and keep an eye out for Ruby.
Ooh. Are we gonna get a minigame?
Don't worry, you can't miss her. She's the only redhead in town.
Mm-hmm. Town's got like 5 citizens, so I believe that. Alright, let's go. Fist of the North Star is more like the grandfather of shonen. Yeah, but people... Listen, my first instinct was to say Fist of the North Star. But my second instinct is to then realize that not everybody knows Fist of the North Star, but everybody knows Dragon Ball. So if you're gonna defer as like what's the anime everyone knows, it's not gonna be Fist of the North Star. People are gonna know the memes. They're gonna know the Owaimo Shinde Rumin. They're probably even gonna know that, but they're not gonna know Fist of the North Star, which is sad because Fist of the North Star slaps. I wish more people did know it. What are you gonna do? Beat up this old lady for trying to leave? God, I hope he does. That would be a twist. That would be a funny twist. I just don't like Toriyama's art style, to be honest. Sasuke always looks like an ass. I don't blame you. Toriyama's art style is you either love it or you hate it. If anything, it's very distinct. You look at Toriyama's art style, you look at anything drawn in it, and you're like, that's Toriyama. Oh, titties. Whoa-ho. You gotta have fat titties to get past this guy. This reminds me a lot of when I ran a roleplay guild and I needed my group to get... I was, you know, obviously I ran it so I would pick everything. They needed to get past a guard, and most of the people who play MMOs and do roleplaying are women. I'm gonna come out and say it. So I went ahead and made the guard essentially immune to the charms of most women. He was an insane racist and would really only... Alright, she's not gonna let me get past there. Only a high elf would be able to seduce him, and we didn't have a high elf in the party. So it took them a very long time to figure out how to get past this guard without using their titties. They all put on like seductress outfits and thought that would help them get through, but like it just didn't work. They ended up having to feed him to make him leave. That was the trick. I put him right next to like a sweet roll stand, and not one of them thought to just buy him one so he'd leave. Because he was hungry and he couldn't leave his post because he was a guard. It took them a long time to figure out that doing this really wasn't going to work. And don't even get me started when I pulled the same shit months later with a different guard. At which point we had a high elf in the party. And they tried it, you know, they tried the old boob jiggle, you know, with the high elf, and it didn't fucking work because I made that guard gay. And then they had to figure out what to do then. Alright, Ruby. I like that Erik didn't check the bar before coming over to see me. Women love role-playing. It is true. It is true.
Strike a light! If it ain't me favourite little tea leaf!
Everyone's British.
They locked you up and thrown away the key!
They did, but we freed him.
You've gone and escaped, ain't ya? You and your friend here are the fugitives everyone's talking about!
I love that they spell it the way it's said.
I know not to stick
A-B-A-A-H-T. It's great.
You always delight to sail close to the wind.
Don't worry, I won't be here long.
Also love that she wears
I
red.
just need to know where Dirk is.
She's got red hair,
Have you
gotta wear
seen
red
him?
clothes.
Dirk, eh? Now there's a name I ain't heard in a while.
He must have skipped town, huh?
Some fancy shop up by the castle. Yeah, that was it. Raking in the cashiers, or so they say.
That can't be right. The rent up there is crazy. Where did he find the money?
He probably pawned the red orb.
Wait a second. He sold it.
Yeah, there he goes.
The rat sold the damned orb.
I'm gonna have to turn this fucking music
In this
down.
part of town, you don't go asking too many questions. You know that. If you want more, you'll have to get it from the horse's mouth.
Alright, time to go to the
All
shop.
right. Thanks, Ruby. I appreciate it. We'll get out of your hair.
How are we gonna get past that guard? Oh, he's probably gone because the boob lady walked by. Why does that guard keep people out?
That no good traitor? I'll bet he sold me out and sold the orb. And also he could move up in the world. Well, I'll get what I
I mean, you
want.
blame it?
You'll
This place
see.
is kind of a dump. I don't blame him. Plus, if Erik was gonna be in prison, like, forever, what's Dirk supposed to do? Just hold on to the
We need to
orb?
get past that sentry if we're
Like,
gonna
not-
head uptown and find him.
Right? Like, wasn't the whole point for them
Wait,
to probably sell the
isn't he-
orb at some point?
Yeah. I remember hearing that one of the guards is terrified of dogs. I think it was him. Maybe we can borrow one of somebody.
If only we had gone back to Cobblestone. God, I'm so sleepy. If only we had gone back to Cobblestone, I could have grabbed, you know, the dog that I had in my party before, but... Or do I have bad news for you? You should check out the character builder. Okay, let me talk to this dog. Alright, the character builder, you said. Miscellaneous. Character builder. Develop your party members' powers by assigning skill points. Shit, that's probably a good thing to fiddle with, right? Character builder is where you can use skills to teach your party members new spells and abilities, and also improve their attributes. When you unlock a particular panel, the one surrounding it will become available, expanding your options ever further. Okay, so it's just like a big web that goes out. Gotcha. What did they name the character? They named it 11. Someone likes Stranger Things. Think carefully about what to unlock when, and work your way towards your ultimate abilities. Okay, well, Poobah doesn't have any, but Erik does, so... What should I do for Erik? I can teach him how to use boomerangs. I can turn him into Captain Boomerang. That'd be pretty fucking funny. Skills and stat boosts for slaying big bands of baddies with boomerangs. Why wallop one enemy when you can clobber the lot of... I mean, it's AoE attacks, too. Why not? Let's see here. Is this dog normal? I kind of hate the character builder, not gonna lie. Oh, is this dog realistic and not Toriyama-fied? What's wrong with the character builder? Is it just, like, bad? Why didn't they just beat up the guard? I'm so sorry for deaf people having to read this dialogue. Yeah, there's a million ways we could have got past this guard, but I'm tempted to pick Boomerang. Is Boomerang bad? I don't want to, like, spec into something that's dog shit, but, like... An attack that hits all enemies and can cause heavy damage to slimes. What a very specific Toomerang. Toomerang, he says. A brutal attack with a pair of boomerangs that can deal damage to all enemies. Okay. I was expecting it to damage 2 enemies specifically, but... Metal Liquor. An enemy that hits, or an attack that hits all enemies and can slice through metal-bodied foes with ease. This is pretty neat. Initially, I went with knives since it had some hitting setups, but in the end, boomerangs are probably the best choice. Fuck yeah, I picked the best one from the start. I wanted to get Erik the dual wield on knives, but it costs 16, and you can only get like 3 per level. Okay, we're gonna go with boomerangs, just because boomerang seems fun and a bit of a meme. Let's see. Increases attack power when wielding knives. Oh no, I see. It just, okay, I see. It brought me into a different way to view this. Weird. It brought me in to look at the same menu, but just like different. Alright. Alright, I'll go for Oozer Bruiser. There we go. I probably should equip him with boomerangs. Alright, I'll find some boomerangs for our boy at some point. Alright, let's talk to this small child. Nice one, Bullseye. That great big coward of a guard nearly weed himself when he saw you. God. It's dialogue.
What do you think you're staring at, eh? Get lost! You what? You wanna borrow me dog? You're having a giraffe, ain't you? Look, I ain't got time for this. Go on, sling your hook.
What the fuck does that mean? I am not British enough to know how to play this game. Is it like this in Japanese? If I set the language in-game to Japanese, is the dialogue still gonna be British? Or is it gonna be, like, completely normal? I need to know. I really need to know the answer to that.
Bullseye is a lone wolf like me.
You can't be a lone wolf when there's two of you.
Don't take kindly to strangers. But you know what? Some holy water and a buzzy berry or two might change his mind. What you gawping at me like that for?
It ain't like I'm asking much. Just go and shake the tree and grab some berries in it. Go out of town, down the walkway, fingin' straight on. Big tree, funny berries on it. Bosh. And as for old water, well, that's easy. Buy from the shop. And remember, I didn't say holy water or buzzberries. I want them both, otherwise no deal. Okay, we have to go to the store, and she said straight down the path, and there's a big tree. Like, go outside, straight down the path, there's a big tree. Easy peasy. Bro, I'm British, and I don't even know these phrases. This is what Japanese people think British people talk like, and that's honestly hilarious to me. Let's go get those buzzberries. I'm just assuming she said go outside, and it's the big tree there. Maybe I'm just, like... You can't blame me. It's really difficult to understand this dialogue. Alright. It's a big tree, like right down there, right? Ooh, I do like that I can see a lot of stuff here. Lead to the foothills. Said, like, go down the path, big tree. It's gotta be down there, right? It has to be. Sling your hook. Average child of Birmingham. I'd say go with boomerangs for now and swap Erik to knives later in the game when you have more skill points. Okay. We'll go with that. Get out of my way. She said follow the path and there's like a big tree, right? I'm looking for a big tree. There's a couple trees here that I would describe this tree over here as large, you know? The Mangle Grove. This isn't the right big tree. Can I fall? I cannot fall off the ledge. All of these trees are just normal sized. Am I losing tree with shiny thingy? Okay. I found a tree with shiny thingies already. Do I already have the item? Item bag. Okay, cool. I already have the buzzberries. Those were the berries I found earlier. Alright. Well, looks like we can just go back and go to the shop. Said she wanted a bottle of water. It's straight up it's just the meme. This child is just a meme. On purpose. Oh, okay, here we go. That's the literal tree that we looted last time. Perfect, we can loot it a second time. Finds a brace of buzzberries and a feather. Nice, okay. Let's go get that bottle of water. We should have enough money for a bottle of water. I don't want to have to grind enemies just to buy fucking water for this small child, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine, I think. Man. Let me tell you guys about my wedding. It was very normal and uneventful. Nothing wacky happened, except... Oh, wait! You guys want some drama? So I have a younger sister. Many of you who have watched the channel for a long time know that. She is 6 years younger than me. We share the same birthday. So it's the only reason I remember her birthday, because I'm really bad with remembering dates. I do not need to talk to the priest. She has been dating a boy for the past 4 years, a little over 4 years, you know, going on 5. We really liked this kid. We really liked this kid. My parents bought him a gift. It is a $300 Miles Morales figure. He opens it. It's the night before my wedding. Ooh. Will you sell me some water? No? You're just a guy. Is this not a merchant stall? This looks like it would be. Maybe because it's nighttime. That makes sense. Gate Jester appears in the 3rd town. Okay, alright. We're still a ways away. You're an armor merchant. You're probably not going to have bottles of water. That is correct. He does not. $300 Miles Morales figure. It is the night of my wedding. It is midnight. The night of my wedding. And I get a call. I'm taking a shit. I'm taking a shit, you know, just on my phone, on Instagram, as I usually am when I'm taking a shit. I get a call from my mom, and she tells me that this boy has broken up with my sister and disappeared into the night. And the first question, so I tell this to Stefan, and I tell this to Sam, so my fiance and my best man. And both of them asked the same question immediately. Did he still get the Miles Morales figure, though? And I'm thinking to myself, God, that's the thing that they're thinking about. Thieves will nick me veg. Oh, it'd be fun if I could nick the veg. He breaks up with my sister and disappears into the night, and he gets the Miles Morales figure specifically because my sister tells him to take it. And I'm just thinking to myself, God, I wish she had, because I would have taken that figure. It was a pretty good figure. What am I supposed to do? Where's the shop? Is that the Hot Toys Miles Morales figure? It is. It is. There's like 2, I think, Hot Toys Miles Morales figures. There might be more, but I know there's 2 minimum. It is the one where he's wearing... It's not the one where he has the cat. It's the one where he's wearing his, like, clothes. His just normal street clothes. And he has the suit underneath. Not the one where he has the little spider cat with the, like, outfit and everything. Shop is the icon with the feather. It's open. Okay, thank you. Can you tell I've never played a Dragon Quest game before? I'm gonna be real. I thought the feather icon was, like, not a store, but a feather does not denote store to me. Holy water. Alright. I'm hoping that this is the water that she needs. Put it in my item bag, I guess. God, that's a lot of work just to buy a bottle of water. Okay. I have to give this girl the best water in town. The Spider-Verse one, yeah, it's the Spider-Verse one. He was playing the long con for Miles. That's kind of funny that you say that, because it took... Obviously, anybody who's bought figures, you know that when you buy a figure, it can sometimes take months, even years, for it to arrive. He's been waiting for like half a year for this figure to be gifted to him. And finally, it arrived like the weekend of my... Because my wedding was on Monday, or it arrived like that weekend, to my understanding. So yeah, my poor sister had to... had to really power through for my wedding. She did a great job. You honestly could not have told. Like, you would have not been able to know that she was super fucking sad. Good, ain't they? Right, let's sprinkle this old holy water on you. Shall we? Here we go. Now the monsters will steer clear when you go playing outside of town. Nice. Woof woof, he says. Thanks, small child. What? Don't look at me like that. Bullseye looks after me and I look after him. Anyway, a promise is a promise. Eat yours for a bit. Look after him, alright? Bullseye, listen, boy. Go and play with the nice man for a bit, okay? Arf, woof woof. Alright, let's go scare the guard so we can leave. Scare the dog. Or scare the guard, dog.
This gate leads to the nice part of town. My job is to protect respectable people from being bothered by rabble and riffraff. In other words, you.
I feel like that's probably really bad for business in like the upper sections of town. Also, what kind of guard is deathly afraid of just like a normal-ass dog? You're not a very good dog, or god, you're not a very good guard. I keep confusing him. I really thought we were gonna have to find a lady to seduce him, you know?
Now to head up to where all the rich folks live and find out what the heck Dirk thinks he's up to.
Dirk? I hope Dirk becomes like a merchant that we interact with often, you know? I hope Erik forgives him. Queen behavior from her. Braver than any US Marine. I would have just stayed home, to be honest. It was tough. It was tough for her, you know? Because here's another thing. We had the reception dinner, obviously, that night before. right before the wedding. So he went out to this meal and met like all of my family who was there. Well, you know, not my family. He knew my family. It was a small wedding with only 13 people. He knew my family. But like he met my fiance's family is what I meant to say. He met all of them and was very well fed. It was, you know, I'm gonna be real. The food was mid. It was mid. My parents live in an area where like old people go to die. It's a retirement town, so the food there sucks because old people don't have usable, you know, taste buds. Let's see. Oh, I see. It's always that purple orb on the map. I don't know why I'm trying to explore. The food was mid, but it was free, okay? And he got to eat as much as he wanted. So like, he had this nice meal and met all these people, and then ba-bam, just disappears. What the fuck happened to that reception? I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what I think happened, because obviously my sister's pretty tight-lipped. She doesn't want to talk about this because it's obviously like really sad. And I'm not going to ask her to tell me what the fuck happened. So I only have my hunches and what I think is going on. And I'll give you guys my theory as to why he broke up with her. I think it's pretty reasonable, okay? Let me just read this quest first. What's that? You're looking for a shop run by someone called Dirk. I got a feeling there's someone by that name who lives in a big mansion by the castle. If you're headed up that part of town, take my advice and use the rope up on the roof of this house. You'll be there much quicker. Just one word of advice. You'll need to be able to jump to get there. You can do that by pressing B if you didn't know. Okay. Love these jump animations. Hey, this is a ladder, my guy. Where's the rope? Did you lie to me? Oh, there it is. Dope. Alright. Okay, so here's the thing. As I mentioned, hear my wife out there playing with the dog. As I mentioned, this relationship has been going for 4+ years, right? And let's do some basic math. I told you my sister is 6 years younger than me, and I'm 27. She's 21, which means they've been dating 21, 20, 19, 18, maybe even into 17, if it's around there. They've been dating since she was 17 or 18, and he's a year younger than her. So definitely 17, maybe even 16 for him. He's literally like never had an adult relationship outside of my sister. He just got to college. He just got into college, and he now has a like whole new group of friends because he's at college. He wants to fuck around. That's my hunch. He broke up with her because he doesn't like that he has to drive 45 minutes from his college over to where my sister now lives because she's in college too. He doesn't like that he has to do this long distance thing, you know, and see her, you know, less than he was seeing. He was seeing her pretty much every day before. Now he sees her maybe like 3 times a week. I mean, they see each other fairly often. She makes an effort to come up to see him all the time. More of an effort than he did. But he wants to fuck around. That's really what it is. It comes down to that. That's what I think it is. He wants to be a young, you know, 20-something in college and fuck around, and my sister is a thing that prevents him from doing that. That's all it comes down to. That's my hunch. If you guys can think of a better reasoning than that, I would love to hear it. But like unlimited knowledge, that's what. Also, he's way more immature than she is.
Welcome. Feel free to browse.
So this is not surprising.
We only stock the very finest wares.
Dirk is a bit too thick to be a thief. Uh-oh. Fantastic mustache, though.
Because I'm looking for something very special indeed. Happen to have any orbs in stock?
I really need to ponder, man. Come on, give me an orb.
Erik!
Long time no see, old pal.
Are we gonna beat Dirk up? I hope so. Nice! Aw.
Erik! My brother, my compadre, my partner in crime!
He's gonna try to suck Eric's dick.
Really you, large in life and fighting fit.
He's too large if you catch my drift.
You have no shame, huh? Get your backstabbing hands off of me!
Oh my god, Dirk. I like Dirk's design.
Full of it, Dirk. But this really takes the cake. Admit it. You sold me out and sold the orb so you could buy this place, didn't you?
What's he gonna say?
Never! I promise you, I never sold you out. I was worried sick about you. I only opened this place to try and help you.
Uh-huh. That doesn't
Oh,
sound
yeah.
reasonable,
And how does
Dirk.
that work exactly? How does you opening this place and lining your pockets while I rot in jail help me?
Look, I was never much of a thief, you know.
He's a bit
that.
too thick to be a thief.
But
I
it
already said
turns
that.
out I know how to sell stuff. I got the gift, even if I do say so myself.
Okay. What was he gonna buy Eric's freedom?
When you got nabbed, I spent months racking my brains for ways of busting you out. I couldn't stand the thought of you being in there. In the end, I realised I'd have to give up the orb. I took it to the king, told him I found it somewhere, and pocketed the reward. Then
Okay.
I used the cash to open up the shop here, and poured all my profits into bribing the guards up at the castle so they'd let you escape.
Now that you mention it, I did think it was weird they never tossed my cell the whole time I was digging that hole.
Exactly.
Wow.
I was paying them to turn a blind
Dirk's a
eye,
stand-up
weren't I?
man.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you, partner.
That's the spirit. Erik, old pal, it's so good to have you back.
I think Dirk's voice is better than Eric's.
But I need that orb.
He sounds a bit more
Now,
authentic.
We don't even know where it is.
It's in the king's castle. Unless he gave a
yes,
counterfeit.
we do. Right this way.
Did he give a
gentlemen.
counterfeit? That'd be a real big dick move if Dirk did that. I like his design and I like his voice. I'd rather have him in the party. Having a merchant in the party would be pretty dope. Let me just explore his little thing. Small girl protecting some important room. Where are we going, Dirk?
So, where is it?
Did he hide it in the fountain?
After I handed over the orb, I made sure to keep my ears to the ground about where it ended up. I knew it was important to you, see?
Okay.
Well, a little bird tells me that Hendrik and his men took it to the King's Barrow, and it's been under lock and key there ever since.
Is this our first dungeon?
The
I hope
King's
so.
Barrow, huh?
Ooh,
It's southeast of
a
town.
temple.
Same direction as Cobblestone.
How standard. Okay.
Which means we can kill two birds with one stone. You coming, Dirk?
Oh,
A little
God, please
adventure
come,
for
Dirk.
old time's sake?
I want Dirk to come. Oh,
No can do. I got a shop to run, and
this game
I'm
hurts.
a married man these days.
It hurts me at every opportunity.
Married? Wow, you really have changed. Well, you always said you wanted to settle down and maybe go into business someday. I'm happy for you.
Well,
Better get going.
at least what I wanted
Take
to
care,
happen
Dirk,
happened.
And thanks
Erik
for
forgives him, and that's what I wanted.
You too, old pal. Be lucky, eh? And don't you two go doing anything I wouldn't do.
Of course not, Dirk. I would never do anything to make Dirk sad. No, we're not going out that
Southgate is
way.
crawling with guards. We won't be walking out that way. And Hendrik's men are too uptight to take bribes.
Okay, so we're gonna sneak out a
Guess we'll
side
have to go the
passage,
long
huh?
way round. If we skirt round the hills to the south, we should be able to approach the King's Barrow from the other side.
Okay.
We can drop into Cobblestone on the way. Okay, let's head back downtown.
Perfect. Easy.
Watch yourselves out there, eh? They don't call that forest round there the Mangle Grove for nothing. There's plenty go in there and never come out.
We should probably, like, get some gear or
It'll take
something,
more than a
right?
few kids' stories to scare us off. Besides, it's the only way to get there.
We got this. I'm not too scared. I think we can do it. Alright, let me look at the chat finally. Your theory sounds pretty feasible. Oh, yeah, I should probably mention, because I said the food at the reception was mid. That's because my parents picked the restaurant. They are convinced that the restaurants where they live are the best food ever. It's not. Everybody agreed that it was pretty bad, pretty mid. If your food was good, it was average by pretty much the standards of any other restaurant. But the food at the wedding, not just by, like, wedding food is usually pretty bad. Not even by wedding standards. The food at my wedding was exceptional by restaurant standards. It was so fucking good, and everybody was happy with their food. And the cake I had, I don't like cake, but it was the best cake I've ever had. And they made an extra cake just for the bride and the groom for us to take home, which I'm so happy about. It was a lemon cake with a raspberry mousse and just a regular white buttercream on it. It was good shit. Way to throw your parents under the bus? Oh, I will throw my parents under the bus for their taste in food any day of the goddamn week. My parents used to have really great taste in food, but then they moved to this place, and because they moved to this place, they're just, like, convinced that it's better than everywhere else in the world. I live in fucking New York, dude. New York is like the food mecca of the fucking East Coast, right? And even though I don't live in New York City, I still live in New York, and all the food here everywhere is pretty goddamn good. Also, I don't live in a retirement town. I live in a place... I live in a place where people have taste buds that work, alright? Old people don't know how their taste... they don't know how to taste.
Any sign of them?
They're too old.
No, nothing.
No, we're not going that way.
Let's search the town again.
Everyone looks like James Gordon. Dirk definitely sounds better than Erik, and that's because Erik sounds fucking weird.
We'd better steer clear of Heliodor until the heat dies down.
Okay.
All right, through the Mangle Grove and onto Cobblestone. Let's do this.
I get it's a JRPG, but they definitely wouldn't have me do grinding before even getting to the first dungeon, so let me save over at the church before we do anything. I want to make sure we're set to go. Let me in. I can save at the bed, right? Or do I need the angel statues to save? Let me rest. Poobah's hair is going insane. I wish I could give my character a different haircut. Divination, confession. Here we go. Perfect. I will say, when I logged back into the game, on the loading screen, it gave me a little thing that told me, do you plan to continue? Yes, I do. It gave me a little recap of like what had happened and what I'm actively doing, which I didn't read because reading is for nerds, but that's pretty helpful. I like when games have those, especially RPGs, because with RPGs, they're usually like fucking really large, and you don't want to get lost in an RPG. That just doesn't feel good. My stream is breaking? Hold on. Is this gonna pause? No, it isn't. That's a bummer. One thing I really don't like about this game is the lack of displayed levels on the enemies, so you can't tell if you're under-leveled or not at first. Yeah, that's not good. Well, usually RPGs give you, like, if they don't show you the enemy's levels or their stats or whatever, you can usually, like, get an item, you know? Like in Paper Mario, you can get a badge that does that. Is there not a thing like that in this game? There's not some sort of item I can equip that'll just tell me enemy levels or stats? Because if not, that seems really, really annoying. Hello, little man. I love these little guys. These, like, little fat, pudgy men that exist in this game. How can he serve me? He's not selling what I would like him to sell to serve me. Is all I'm gonna get at. It does pause, it just doesn't look like it does. Oh, okay. Regular enemies aren't usually strong enough to make you game over. Good. So, you're telling me I'm actively paused. It really doesn't look it. Like, these enemies are wandering around. Like, if I pause next to them... Oh, okay. I see now. I see now. I don't... Do I want to pick a fight with a goblin right now? I kind of do. Get fucked. A dancing devil appears. I do like the enemy designs in this game. They're very cute. I'll just let Erik do his thing. I'm not gonna fuck with him really. Nice. We got him.
Another one bites
He's
the
14
dust.
experience. Cool. Alright. We'll be fine. I'm not worried here. We can take on some dancing devils and shit like that. I think that any game like this, you should be able to get through it with a decent amount of challenge by just going through the story without having to do side stuff, you know? But I'm sure there will be points where I will need to grind. The enemy designs and names are probably my favorite thing about the Dragon Quest style. Same, I love it so much. Well, I can say the names I could care less about. I mean, Dancing Devil is a little generic. Ooh, cute mushrooms. I love mushroom enemies. I really love mushroom enemies. Oh, I don't really want to... Oh, jeez, they're ugly. I'm gonna be real. Oh, shit. I walked into that cat and I didn't even notice. I was trying to pause. These little guys, you know what they look like? It's like when you're playing Animal Crossing and you're like, God, I hope this like villager is really cute, and then they're just not. Fungal. You're probably weak to fire. Yeah, that's good to know. Let's just attack him. Great Saber Cub. Get him, Erik! Fuck yeah. It's like when you go on an island in Animal Crossing and you're like, please don't be ugly, and then it's just the ugliest thing you've ever seen. That's what happened to me just now. Get out of here. Small scale. The names get better. I don't think you have to grind that much. I grinded a bunch because I wanted to make my builds as quickly as possible. Maybe I'll grind off screen. I don't know, I didn't really do any grinding in Like a Dragon, and I had a fairly easy time in that RPG. Let's get going. By the way, one of my favorite YouTubers, he might be my favorite YouTuber. Your favorite son. He just finished his 2-hour video on Like a Dragon, which I would say is a good video if you have not played Like a Dragon and don't want to, but want to experience the story. It's not the most in-depth video I've ever seen, but like that's not really the point of it. It's kind of just like a fun little recap of things and like some fun facts about the game and the music. He's a good YouTuber and you should watch him. His content is good. If you like really long form videos that are like 2 hours long, and then there's like 8 of them and they're all part of a series, it's good. He did a whole thing on the Fable series, which I really enjoyed. Really liked those videos from him, so give him a watch. Your favorite son. Which is true, he is my favorite son. I mean, he's maybe not my favorite, just because I consider most of my chat to be my children. I like to be the stream dad. Oh, I want this loot, but I also don't want to be attacked by this slug monster. Please leave me alone. A cow? Is this cow gonna attack me? Thank God. I'm not prepared mentally to like beat the fuck out of just a regular ass cow, alright? Here we go. Probably gonna dip soon. Have fun with the Funny Dragon game. See you later, Dingo. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to have you. You're supposed to grind for the Majima vs. Saejima fight, and yet you managed to beat it. How much grinding was I supposed to do? Maybe I had just grinded... I mean, I did all of the Sotenburi Arena, right? Oh, shit. Big ogre. Okay. I also wanted to start Yakuza 4, but I promised that I wouldn't do it until I find work. That's a good motivator. Remember when you said that guy would have one-shot Tony? Remember when it didn't? It didn't just not one-shot me, it did 6 damage. All that build-up. All that build-up where you guys are like, oh man, the wall is coming, and then Majima comes out. Had I not just spammed Orbital Laser, I probably would have had a rough time. But Orbital Laser is just too good.
married, shop in the best part of town. He went straighter than straight. Just like that.
He's a super straight. He's a
We
super
used to be
hetero.
thick as thieves. Literally. We travel the world, always on the hunt for loot. Those were the days.
I don't think Majima is supposed to be
Speaking of
hard. I
which,
think more so that
I
it
just
requires
thought of
actually
something
using
we
moves.
acquired
Bosses before
back
Majima
then
don't really
that
have
might
any
come in
effort.
handy.
I wouldn't say he's hard.
Yeah,
He just
I've
makes you
decided.
think.
I'm
You gotta
giving
use your
it to
brain
you.
to fight him.
You'll love it. We sure did when we got our hands on it.
Okay. What is this thing?
Behold, the fun-size forge.
Uh-huh.
Pop a few raw materials on top, bash them with the porta pounder, and Bob's your uncle. New equipment.
It looks like a dice
And I'm
thing.
not
You
just
put dice on
talking
the top and it
steel
like rolls
swords
them.
and the like. Wooden boomerangs, a natty new jerkin. You name it, this thing can make it.
Okay.
Sweating over a hot forge was never exactly my style. But I have a feeling you'll get more use out of it than I ever did.
Maybe I can make him a boomerang. That'd
You
be
can't
nice.
just go smashing stuff together willy-nilly, though. You'll need the recipe for the piece of equipment you want to make. Here's a little something to get you started. You should strike while the iron's hot.
Forging ahead with the fun-sized forge, a beginner's guide. Alright. Poobot learns how to make bronze swords. Divine daggers.
There are recipes hidden all over the place. Treasure chests and bookshelves are always a good bet. Keep an eye out and you're sure to find some beauties.
I want to make boomerangs. I'll give you some ingredients you need for the recipes I gave you. Maybe you can try forging yourself a weapon or something. Okay. You can use the fun-sized forge to craft all kinds of equipment based on recipes that make use of the raw materials you collect on your adventures. New recipes can be found in treasure chests and on bookshelves, and you'll be able to acquire the ingredients you need by defeating monsters or investigating sparkly spots. Go ahead and try to make yourself a fine masterpiece. Alright. Let's make the sword. We'll make a bronze sword. I feel like our guy oh my god, there's a minigame too. Smithing items couldn't be simpler. Select bash to start beating your ingredients into shape, and finish when you're ready to wrap things up. Hammer away at each individual area with your porta pounder to fill up the blue gauge next to it, and aim to get every gauge into the green zone. Okay. Okay. I'm sure this becomes a lot more complicated with time. It's kind of a neat system. Like, I get better equipment if I... Is it not in the green zone? Nice. Okay, cool. Appraise. Take a closer look at the item you're currently crafting. Is that good? If you were to stop now, it looks like it would probably turn out brilliantly. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll finish that up. Erik, I'm also sad that Dirk is straight. I love crafting in the game. You get so much good shit. A natty new jerkin. What the fuck are you talking about? I like crafting. I don't like grinding the materials. Whoever decided that you needed to grind materials for crafting should be dragged out into the street. Shot. I think the point of crafting is that you grind the materials so you don't have to buy them with gold. But most games don't seem to have a good balance, you know? Acquire 2 perfectionist pearls. Interesting. You'll receive pearls each time you successfully forge a piece of equipment. You can use these to attempt to rework the item with the aim of doing an even better job. Don't worry about ruining your hard-won works of art. Even if you fail to rework something, you won't lose it, and if you succeed, you'll come away with something truly special. Okay. Let's, rework an item. Cobblestone sword. No, I want... Oh, it's probably in the equipment bag. Hold on. How many pearls do I need? It just won't let me. It's probably not a good idea to try and rework that particular item. Okay. Right. Let's go ahead and equip it. By the way, you can bust out the fun-size forge anytime you want. You just have to head to a campsite or dig it out of your bag. Alright, time to call it a day. Cool. Easy. Most games don't seem to have a good balance between having too much gold and being able to just buy all the best equipment, or making the grinding too obnoxious. Like, it's a very fine balance to have. Look up and at him, champ. The sun's high in the sky already. Time for us to head to Cobblestone. Awarded for crafting a +3 piece of equipment on the fun-sized forge. Alright. Equipment. I really don't like the excessive menus. They're driving me a little crazy. Soldier's sword, bronze sword +3. Cool. Can I have a shield? Oh, I can. Alright, I'll take it. Gemma's charm. Alright, let's equip that. Kind of cringe if she gave me that thing and I just like didn't wear it. Wayfarer's clothes? Okay. I don't have anything I can give Erik, unfortunately. Oh shit, here we go. Birchwood boomerang. It's weaker than what we have, but like it's also better because it's a boomerang, so I ain't gonna complain. Hello, dog. Are you a fight? Sniff, sniff. Hello? Are you... Okay. I love that it didn't tell me that I could move after that strange cutscene. What do we have over here? The mark on Poobah's hand is glowing. It seems to be responding to this curiously shaped plant. Hold your hand out to it? Alright. These menus are nowhere near as excessive as Red Dead 2's. Red Dead menus aren't that bad. I've played Red Dead. The menus are not that bad.
Chop, chop, chop. Chop around the clock. 1, 2, 3, look out, trees. Oh, a woodcutter's life is the life for me.
I love this, like, static filter put over this cutscene. It looks like we're watching it on a really ugly TV. It's, like, malfunctioning slightly.
I repaired the bridge only yesterday, and now some blighter's gone and destroyed it again. If I ever find out who did this, I swear I'll...
I don't like this fat little man.
Ta-da! You called? Tricky devil at your service.
What is happening? What the fuck's going on right now?
I went to a lot of trouble to smash at this stupid bridge. I'm not about to let you fix it again. Here, get a load of my devilishly tricky shapeshift beam.
Oh, I see. This man is turned into the dog. And we need to undog him. I see. That seems like a very strong ability to just be able to turn old men into dogs at will.
Now that's what I call tricky.
Also break bridges,
One minute you're a
apparently.
silly old woodcutter, the next minute you're a smelly old dog.
My
I'm
right
a
finger
devilish
turns you into
genius.
dogs. My left finger destroys
Now,
wooden
what
bridges
must
specifically.
I do next? Oh, so
The only
much
powers
trouble
I
to
have.
go, so little time.
Oh my god, dude.
Bye, doggy. Stay.
And he hops away like a little monkey, despite having wings that can fly. Oh, is it going to be a mimic that eats him? What if he opens the chest and then there's a mimic?
Empty treasure chest. I think I've just hit upon my most devilish trick yet.
You're going to turn it into a thing? Is that it? Some whack-ass shit, dude.
What the heck just happened? You touched that plant and then I saw all this crazy stuff.
Wine.
You really expect me to believe that this mutt here is actually the woodcutter?
Yes, Erik, I do.
Huh. There's never a dull moment with you around. I'm gladder every day I broke you out of jail.
I really want to like Erik.
Well, all I know
I
for
do
sure
inherently
is that
like
we're
Erik,
never
but
going
his
to get out
voice
of this
just
forest
something
until we
about
get
it.
that bridge fixed. And
Right.
if what we just saw was true, Rover here is the only one who can fix
You're
it.
telling me we can't find another
Why
man
don't we find
to
that
fix this
chest and
bridge?
have a word with our mischievous friend? Let's head back the way we came and see if we missed it somewhere.
Okay. He must have turned the chest into something, and now I gotta figure out what that is. Let's see. You're telling me I can't just, like, find someone else to do this? That guy's the only one who knows how to make a wooden bridge? Okay. It's gotta be... That's the thing, though. That cutscene didn't really, like, show where the chest was. The jungle all looks the fucking same. Oh, I see. There was only one area with a big chest in it. Okay. I guess we'll see here.
Here come my next victims.
Let's just kick it into the waterfall. I bet if we kill this guy...
Introducing the one, the only, Tricky Devil!
He's a little theatric. He's a little kooky.
Hi.
Classic Japanese humor.
Hey, you're supposed to be shocked by my devilish trickiness. No? Time for plan B then.
Are you gonna turn me into a dog? Oh. He's not very good at being a tricky little guy.
Seriously? The only thing I'm shocked by is how lame you are.
It's a good one, Erik. It's a good zinger.
Did you just... Oh, cheeky devil! Don't you know who I am? I'll teach you. For my next trick, I'm gonna beat you to a pulp!
So, like, is the dog beam on a cooldown? Why didn't he just do it again? He draws near. You bet he does.
Let's do this.
Alright. Tactics. Alright. Sizz. Oh, fuck, that's a lot of damage I just took. That's not very fun. Oh, don't hit me again. Yeah, just keep hitting Erik, I guess. Get him, Erik. 3 damage with your boomerang. Oh, God. You know, maybe Erik will do it on the last hit. He didn't. He died. The party was wiped out. Great. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem. From your last autosave is probably closer than my regular save. Yeah. Get dogged on. Just absolutely bodied by this small little guy. Ugh, am I gonna have to do all that bullshit again? Alright. I'm full health. You just bodied me with that opening attack, I guess. Remember when I said that the game doesn't tell you enemy levels, so you can't tell if you're under-leveled or not? Okay. Alright, so what you're telling me is I need to grind for levels to fight the tricky devil. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm not enjoying that, but I am picking up on it. Come on, Erik. There you go. I guess we're gonna be grinding cubs so that I can beat the first fucking mini-boss. Very epic, guys. Extremely cool. You're never gonna die if you barely fight regular enemies. I just feel like the game should give me enemies that I manually have to fight. This is the thing. When you present a system in which I can avoid enemies, right, by just running around them, why would I ever willingly fight them? The game has given me no reason to do that outside of experience. So what it's essentially doing is giving me the option, but then just removing the option entirely. Like, you can get through Like a Dragon just fine not fighting random encounters. Alright. Please hold the skip. I already did that. Oh, and now I have to do the crafting thing again. Very cool. Yep, I know how it works. I did it 2 seconds ago. Bronze sword. You can get through just fine, you know? Not just taking butt tons of random fights. Now it's just gonna force me to do that. That just seems silly to me. Cool. Huh. It looks like I landed perfect the first time, but then, like, second time I'm just fucked. That's fine. That's okay. It's a Tuesday, though. I was gonna make the... Oh, it's a +2 now. First time was rigged. Stupid. It's dumb. At least I got 2 of those pearls. That's fine. I I want him to use the boomerang, so I'm fine with just having him use kind of poopier gear for now. No, it didn't. No, Erik. I had a pretty bad time, actually. I had a +3 sword last time, and now I'm sitting with a +2 because I'm a loser. Stupid. Alright, let me go over here. Activate my fucking sword. Give him a better sword. Here we go. Cool. Give him the pot lid, I suppose. Give him the charm. Alright, here's the thing. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday streams are a little shorter. So we're probably gonna end it here. We'll pick up where we left off on Thursday. I don't know, man. I was asked what I thought of Dragon Quest, like right after I did the first stream. I'm not falling in love with it yet. If I can't gel with this game in like probably 3 more streams, I might put it down and we'll play something else, because I'm not gelling with it. The systems aren't. It's a little. I don't want to say it's too traditional. It is a very traditional JRPG, and I do like traditional things. It's just, the game just won't tell me when it's time to walk. But I'm not. It's not meshing. Like a Dragon meshed with me. It pulled me in immediately. This is just kind of. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and I'm waiting for some. I'm waiting for like a very flamboyant jester to appear, and he's not appearing. Where's the gay jester? I crave the gay jester. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow's Smite. Thursday is more of this. I'm back. I'm back from being married. We're back to business as usual. If this game doesn't gel with me in like a few weeks, then we're probably just gonna play something else. He's the 3rd region. I don't want the gay jester now. I want the gay jester right now. I don't want to have to wait. Oh, wait, speaking of gay jester, because I hate myself and I just moved from one luxury hobby to the next, I've decided to start collecting Magic the Gathering cards because I like the art on them and because I hate my wallet, right? So at the same time that I'm just buying a $500 lightsaber, which I definitely did not do 3 weeks ago, except I might have, I've decided to start buying Magic cards. So here's the one I'm going to share with you guys. Let me make sure I hold it to the camera properly. You can see it. If I hold it like this, there's a glare. There we go. It's called Bearscape. It's called Bearscape, and it's a bunch of gay bears hanging out in like a little hot tub area. I fucking love this card, dude. That's what, like 8 sabers at this point? Dude, I own like 12 or 13 lightsabers. We're way past 8. I am past 8 lightsabers. I have so many. They're all over there on my shelf. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them in my house. Is that a legit card? This is a legitimate card, yeah. This is a to my understanding, this card is part of their like gay pride set of cards, which I think are just like regular cards that they redid the art on, right? There's probably original ones in there too. I bought this one at the same time that I bought this one. Let me make sure there's no glare so you can see it. Look at this fucking guy! Look at this greedy little fucking guy. I love him. He's so good. But yeah, the Bearscape card is a legitimate card. There were other Pride cards. I looked them up, and this one had the art that I liked the most. I bought this in a store when I was out with my wife when we were on our honeymoon. And, I don't know. This is a good way to start my collection, wouldn't you agree? The Bearscapes card, and then the land tax card with this greedy little fuckhead. It's good. Be patient, the Gay Jester will be here at some point. Alright, I'll be patient until we get to the Gay Jester. If I don't like this game by the time we get to the Gay Jester, we're playing a different video game. But I feel like I can make it to a Gay Jester. That's fine enough for me. I hope you guys had a good time. I will see you on the next stream. If I don't see you, have a good rest of your night, have a good rest of your week, and take care of yourselves out there, boys. Make sure you're eating food, because I haven't eaten any food today. Eat food, be healthy. Love you.